Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we're back with more Olympia Soiree, and we are continuing on our heartbreak route where we left off. So the angst and the pain, I hate it, but I kind of love it, you know. I don't mind this kind of angst when it's in the middle of your route and then you get your happy ending, you know. So this I can handle. I just don't like it when it's like, here's your ending. No, I want a happy ending. Don't just say ending. Just a happy ending, right? Or they're like, it's the best ending. The best out of what? And sometimes you're like, this is the best. I don't even want to know. Like, so I mean, I'm just expecting that everything's going to end up this is going to be the first route we do, so obviously we're going to find out, is this game going to be like, okay, we got a happy ending after our angst, good, or is it going to be like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, I'm expecting it to give me a happy ending after our angst, but like, sometimes I wonder, it's really good at its angst. It's really good at making me hurt a little. And then you're like, maybe it'll get better, and then it hurts some more, and you're like, and we're only halfway through the hurt. Anyway. Like, it's okay, we'll just avoid. No, there he is! Rubbing it in my face! Yeah. It's relatable. Anyway. Olympia! Take a look. There are the plans for our shoeshine coffee shop. Incredible! You made this in just one day? My eyes were utterly fixed on the intricate design. Look at how detailed he is. I'm not well versed in these things, but even I can tell it's amazing. I just had a day off today. I've been thinking about setting up a stand like this for a while. Have you shown it to us already? Sorry. I was just looking for him. I'm sure he'll be thrilled. I can't wait. Oh, well, but we get to meet Tiny Terror again, I bet. I was so excited when an awkward thought crossed my mind. Has Kaina accepted that he'd be living in Yomi forever? I mean, that's kind of the intent of the mark on your face and down here. You know what I'm saying? Will he sever ties with the surface once the flowers are offered at the monument? I couldn't ask him those questions now, though. Huh? Why so gloomy? It's nothing. Come on, you can't fool me. We're friends now, Olympia. Maybe it's okay to ask then. Well, I know this may sound rude, but don't you want to return to the surface, Kaina? Huh? About that. Kaina scratched his head. I guess I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to return, but I think I just fit in better here. Really? I know my color traits are obvious, but despite that, I never really fit in with the yellow. I mean, yeah, and just because, again though, but that's it too. You have blonde hair, yellow eyes. Okay, so you're yellow. Oh, you go in with the yellow. I don't fit in with the people here. And down here, nobody gives a shit if you find someone that you fall in love with. Nobody cares down here. Like, you think that this is a prison, but this is actually like the salvation that you needed in your life, being forced into these rigid freaking color roles up on the top, and down here you can just be yourself. You know what I mean? It'd be like, oh, in the yellow, we are artists. And he's like, I suck at painting, though. Well, sucks to be you. You have to do. You know what I mean? Like, we have a color class system, but they don't tell you the job you have to do. You could go into the military if you wanted. You could be a painter if you wanted. You could do whatever. But could you imagine if it were strict like that? You know? Well, you were born into the painter class. You must paint. Excuse me? I'm not good at it. Freak. And then down here, it's like, nah, you want to cobble shoes, bro? Do whatever. Like, you know? It's no different, except for the color class is a little less specific, but it's still like, you know? It's solely based on your looks. Oh, you have yellow hair and eyes, so you're in the yellow. And he's like, yeah, but what? It's weird. I mean, that's a defining trait. Like, you're a blonde, you're a brunette, but that doesn't mean like, okay, well, all the brunettes have to go together. No, it's just, that's a descriptor of you. It's a fact of you. You have brown hair. You have super pale skin. You have dark skin. You have blue eyes. You have gray eyes. You know what I mean? It's not, it doesn't define you. Aside from, if I'm going to describe you as a person, I might say you have blonde hair and brown eyes and kind of tan. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're descriptors. but they don't define your character, basically. But in this, it's like, no, that's defining your character. What? So, and down here, it's like, whatever! Love whoever you want. What? You know? Didn't really fit in. I can only repeat what he said. I'd never heard anyone say that before. Well, because everyone else pretends to fit in, and you don't, so... Kanan definitely gets along better with the yellow. I don't have a knack for it at all. But Kanan is orange. Kaina pinched his golden hair and smiled. Did you know that the ancestors of the orange were great at fixing things? Yes, I heard about it before. I seemed to inherit that from them, but ended up exhibiting yellow traits. Oh, goddamn you, guide, no. We're not restarting. Actually, I might after we're done with this part, but... It was then I finally noticed. That's right, Kanan mentioned that the orange made money by fixing things they found along the shore. The way he came up with the idea to merge shoe shining with the selling of coffee is really telling. I was adopted into a royal noble family of the yellow because of my color traits. I was told I'd be the next leader. Could you really imagine me taking over Lord Doma's position? I felt bad that I couldn't refute his point. Which is why Kanan should have been adopted into the yellow. I'm sure he would have been able to handle being their leader, but that's it too. So like, okay, orange people are really good at fixing things. I mean, okay, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to do those things, but it's like, oh, you know. I can't really think of anything the realer, but like, the people in the blue tend to more likely have the power of Batsu. Doesn't mean nobody else is ever going to, or doesn't mean that like Shura, oh, you're a failure because she doesn't have the power. It's just, oh, okay, you don't have that power. Like, people in the orange, the ancestors of the orange are really good at fixing shit, but if you're not good with your hands or fixing things, doesn't make you a failure. It's just, okay, you're more likely to. But even that, though, is still like, oh, well, I mean, so what if, like, it's almost borderline, like, yeah, I was gonna, like, you're gonna be the leader of the yellow, but I suck at that. Well, I mean, I guess that's any kind of, like, royalty. You're like, you're gonna be the next king! And they're like, but I just want to go to the beach and make shell necklaces. What? I don't want to, you know? You can't force people into the super responsibility roles, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot that comes with that, and not a lot of us can deal with shit like that, okay? I don't want that kind of responsibility, you know? So I don't have kids. I don't want that kind of responsibility. Sounds awful. But some people like it, you know? Anyway. I couldn't refute that statement either. I don't hold any grudges over the article he wrote. None whatsoever. You know, if my fate had been slightly different, I might have ended up leader of the yellow and you could have been my bride. I never thought about that, but he's right. Considering that we're close in age, what he said was quite possible. If Kaina stayed with the yellow and a cousin never showed up on my 18th birthday, in that sense, maybe it had something to do with fate that we ended up becoming friends now. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure even if I said that you were the person I wanted to take as my husband, I'm pretty sure they'd have a problem with it. They said I could take anyone, but I don't necessarily know that a criminal would have been. I think they'd be like, I mean, there was a but stipulation. Like, I suppose. After gazing at the plans, Kaina carefully folded them and tucked it away. But he's also thinking, too, like, oh, I could have become the leader of the yellow, and then we would have gotten married. You never would have met the girl that you were actually in love with. And even though this is your life now, things could have been different. That's one of those, like, would you have changed that, Kaina? Would you have given up knowing the girl that you were in love with? And everything that happened. I mean, yes, she would still be alive. So maybe you would. You're like, man, it would suck to have never met her and fallen in love with her and found that true love. But she would be alive and happy. You'd be happy. You wouldn't know how happy you could be because, like, let's just say Kaina and his girlfriend were soulmates, right? You're never going to be as happy with anyone else as you'd be with that person. But if you never meet that person, you don't know that you're not as happy as you can be. You know what I mean? You're like, this is the happiest I could ever be. And someone out there is like, I mean, no. But like, sure. Because you're never going to meet that person that can make you even happier. You know what I mean? So like, anyway. Look, let's not philosophize over here. Anyway. Carefully folded plan tucked away. Okay. I feel like I was born with what Kanon wanted, and Kanon was born with what I wanted. Not that he ever implied anything like that, but I'm pretty sure it's the truth. The idea of that came new to me, since I didn't have any siblings of my own. I guess twins were able to read each other like that. Sibling rivalries and stuff like that, so... So to be honest, I'm kind of relieved that I'm here now. No, actually, I'm really depressed about what happened to Sanami. Oh, Sanami was my girlfriend. I mean, obviously. Kaina, his affair with Sanami of the Otsu led to their capture and arrest by the military. He was granted leniency due to his brother's position, but Sanami was executed through Tomosogi. Oh, Tamasogi. Which still haunts him to this day. What the hell is Tamasogi? She was turned into Batsu, probably. I always wanted to set up a vendor stall here with Sanami. I really didn't need this color at all. And not that a selfish request like that would ever be approved. Satsuki and Kaina knew exactly what they were doing. I couldn't possibly believe that two people falling in love like that was a crime. Yes, even if it was just arrogance on my part. Oh, whoops. Okay, my guide's not scrolled up. No! Okay, I guess another time. Go fuck yourself, thing. Go away. Oh. Oh, shit, we're supposed to save. This is where we save. Okay, but, like, I guess I'll have to remember that save file 11 is where we saved for this. I'm pretty sure, I feel like we could just load his chapter. I'm pretty sure we could just load the Parting Ways chapter and start from there. I'm not really necessarily sure we need to actually do a save file, but it's worth it to try later when we come down here. When we're going to do our bad ending, to just start at chapter Parting Ways. Whatever chapter this is, 9, I think. To start there and go, let's just skip through everything and see if now we make the different choices, if it makes a difference. You know what I mean? So that'll be a trial for when we're doing our bad ending to see if we get the bad ending that way. You've done nothing wrong. You've done nothing wrong. I finally said it. Huh? Everyone may say otherwise, but I don't believe that's true. I see. That makes me happy. I think you're the only person who's ever told me that. Saying things is about all I can do, though. But I'm still happy you said that. Sorry I made things sound so sad. I'm having fun now, so all's well. Having fun while still being heartbroken, I mean. But yeah. Well, I'm gonna go find Asua. See you later. See ya. Oh, I guess we're not gonna run into Tiny Terror. Hayate for now and forever will be Tiny Terror, because he is literally the human representation in this game of my bird. Who's actually being quite a little gem. But he's still Tiny Terror. Where's Tiny Terror? For both of you. Oh, hi, you snuggling? It's because Tiny Terror went to talk to his mirror friend. Talk about the lady touched me. He's like a little ball of rage. He chirps and he's nice, but like sometimes he's mean, but like he's better. He doesn't scream as much and he doesn't bite as hard. You know, he's not as aggressively mean. He's getting used to it, but he's still a little ball of rage. Still a little angry bird. So, that's why he's Tiny Terror, and Hayate is literally like him. But Little Bird has calmed down a little bit. Hayate maybe will. So, leader. I'd never want to be a leader, especially after getting to know Elder Sister and Kanan. But Riku is already set on becoming a leader, and has been for years. Okay, she's like, I don't want to be a leader. I think we should be. I think we should be made leader. We should be made leader of everybody. Because we're like the high and mighty white. Sounds so bad when you say it. You know? Or like Doma, we should be like, you should appoint me in charge of the yellow when you die. I know I'm not yellow, but like, Doma, I think you and I are on the same page. Even though you're angry and mean. I can be angry. I'll threaten people. You know, you make the sun rise if I were to die, and I'll be like, I'll turn the sun off, bitch! And I'll just threaten people. It'll be great. Doma, I think... I think Doma might be your spirit animal, and we just don't know it. Anyway. If I were in Riku's shoes, then I'd try to preserve the white, too. And, I mean, see, it's not that hard for... Oh, this CG. God, he's beautiful, even in black and white. See, the thing is, for her, it's easy, because she can only have children of the white. So, if she were to marry Riku, right, her children would be white. They're going to be of the white bloodline. She's only going to have daughters. But At least that's what everyone thinks. Now, maybe that's not necessarily true anymore, but let's just say it is. She's only gonna have daughters of the white, right? She's only gonna have daughters, and she's only gonna have children that exhibit white traits, right? That's great for her. She doesn't have to worry. Everybody else kind of does. Because you're like, okay, Riku's like, I have to have blue offspring, and if I marry anyone who's not blue, chances are my kids are... But even when you marry someone blue, because I swear to God, Hayuri is Shura's fucking son, okay? That shit's gonna come out. That's why that kid is so angry. Right? I mean, it would be perfect. If he's not, it's like, game. You had one chance. You had a chance, game, and you blew it. But, you know what I mean? Like, you're not the right... Like, he could still find someone, okay, in their lineage, they've had tons of blue kids, and then they have a freaking turquoise kid, like Hayuri, you know what I mean? Like, there's no guarantee, except for us. So we don't have to worry about, like, everybody else is, like, stressed out about preserving their colors. We're like, well, whatever I do is still gonna be white. Like, you know? God, sometimes when you say shit in this game, when you're just trying to talk about the game, it just sounds wrong, but... I need to guard Kunado from now until nightfall. I can't help you find your owner, but you can go without me, right? I won't be able to see his smile again. I need to forget everything as soon as possible. That's when you go and you ask Yusuga, do you have a bath that makes you forget? I don't think so. The sun had begun to set while I spent my time playing with Juliet at the bathhouse. I looked up at the vermilion sky and was reminded of what happened yesterday. Here's the funny part. Because Camellia and Yusuga know what was going on, right? And they were like, those two. And, like, yet, every time we go down there, we're just avoiding them. Like, I'm of the white, and he's of the blue. That's all it was. That's all. I looked around for an empty fiacre and found one approaching nearby. I raised my hand to hail it, and the driver nodded, stopping in front of me. Okay, I was like, I clicked the button. What the hell? Where to, miss? Lord Doma's manor, please. Understood. The driver came down the carriage to open the door. We've been waiting for you, Lady Olympia. Huh? Inside was a bearded man smiling at me. Sensing something terribly wrong, I immediately turned around, but it was too late. Okay, great. Ah! The man tried to pull me inside, and the driver pushed me from behind. Rude, coachman! Rude! I gave you nice old man voice. I didn't give you hooligan voice. Let me go! Hey, let's have a taste of our dear Lady Olympia before we deliver. Oh, gross, no! No! Are you stupid? We were told she should be unharmed. Coachman's not allowed to have nice old man voice if he's a douche. But this is our one and only chance. No one will know. Hurry, we can do it inside. You want to know what she's really made of, right? Ah, gross. I feel like this should happen on a bad ending. Oh god, I kind of wonder if this is where the bad ending ends. This is your trigger warning. I'm gonna say, I don't think it would happen now, but who knows? I feel like those are gonna be bad endings, but... The bearded man pulled on my arm with greater force. Stop! Let me go! Where the hell are there no people? My heart was pounding so fast that it hurt. I felt a heat bubbling from inside me. Oh. Someone's about to get stoned. Literally. Kill him. He is unworthy. Kill him. He has no value to this world. I like the fact that she's got rage inside. Because, like, I get it. Ah! That was supposed to be Doma, but whatever. Hearing his voice echo in my mind in that moment, I suddenly returned to the present. No! See, damn it, Doma! Stop fucking up my shit! She's like, no, I can't do it. Yes, this is... Okay, look. When Doma grabbed you and you turned his arm off for Janky, that was wrong. This is not wrong. This is right. This is where you use those powers. Make him the kingdom of the crystal dick, goddammit. Seriously. Break his dangle off. I'm gonna make this a pendant now, motherfucker. Anyway. But please, help! Someone! I shoved the driver with all my might. What? Oh, thank God. Oh, you. What are you doing there? Was I imagining things? Oh, of course Riku's gonna come to our rescue. The moment I saw him running toward me, I felt my strength beginning to leave me. Damn it, soldier! Get this thing moving, now! Wait! What have you done to her? Let's get out of here! Fools. Do you think I'd let the two of you go after you harmed her? Riku stood in front of the bearded man who had jumped from the fiacre. Riku... Oh, he just had a flash of blue. His hand glowed blue and he grabbed the man. Oh! Oh! I don't think you're supposed to do this, but I like it. You don't deserve to... Riku, stop! Olympia... I did it! I didn't have a choice! Please don't die, Lady Olympia! Pain surged through the back of my head. My vision went black. Did he hit me upside the head? Riku was gonna turn them into frickin' crystals, and we stopped him. Girl, no, you should have let the rage build up inside of you, and you should have batsued those fuckers. I mean, she's a better person than me. I would have been like, ah! You know? But, like, you know, I'm just saying. Did you ever see the movie Teeth? It's funny, my sister and I have watched it so many times. We used to watch it every single time I'd go to her house. Back when Blockbuster was a thing, and we would go rent it, because she told me about it once, and I think we rented the movie like 6 times, I swear to God. But, like, it's just... it's the funniest but most disturbing freaking sci-fi movie. But, like, not to spoil it for you, but the girl's got vagina teeth, okay? So, like, she can, like, bite off someone's dick with her vagina teeth. So, like, you know, in situations like that, if you were being assaulted, munchy mutt, bye dick, you know what I'm saying? So, like, and you can't really blame her. You're like, no, you're being assaulted. Fuck that guy. Bite his dick off, bitch, right? Totally okay. So, like, in this case, it's like, no. I understand you're trying to be, I'm a better person, I'm not gonna kill. No, I'm sorry. But, like, in that situation, you have a, stab him. Fucking do it. Fuck that dude. Fuck him. You know? No. This is not, I'm gonna kidnap you and, like, you know, okay, that's a, still, that's douchey, but, like, you're gonna sexually, I will kill you. Or try. You know. So, girl has the power to do it. Do it. Oh, but no. His life is not, no. Fuck that dude. Batsu his ass. I'm just saying. And I don't think that we were wrong to want to do that. And I think we were wrong to stop Riku, is all I'm saying. He might not have been able to live with himself, but I sure as fuck could have. Anyway. You're awake. Hime! Huh? Do not sit up so quickly. You were hit on the head by a bandit. Well, I sort of remember that, but... Yeah, so it's funny. So it's like Riku was gonna batsu his ass, and then the other guy hit us on the head maybe to distract Riku so they could run away, I'm guessing. But why are you here, Tsukuyomi? Let me first check your pulse. Tsukuyomi held my wrist gently. I fucking love Tsukuyomi. He's like he's weird and slightly creepy, but like still beautiful, and like, I just don't even know. I don't know what you're due to me, Tsukuyomi. It's weird. You're probably like my grandpa or my dad or some weird shit, but like, Doma's like my adopted dad, and I guess I have daddy issues. Not really. You know what I mean? Like, oh, gross. They're her relations. They're not mine. You know? My body shivered from the coldness of his hand. I hate it when games do that, though. You know which one I'm talking about did that to me, where you were like, I love him, he's my favorite kid. What do you mean he's my dad? What? Gross. No, why? Would you, what? Or like your uncle or something? I don't really remember. But it was like, no! What? No! It was a twist you didn't see coming. But like, you don't present me a character that I love and then you're like, he's your dad. Oh, that makes me feel like I need therapy. Like, but I still feel like Tsukuyomi might be our dad. I don't know. My body shivered from the coldness of his hand. I forgot. His hands were always this cold. Maybe he's just dead. And next your eyes. And now, look at me. His long finger lifted one of my eyelids. Does it hurt? Can you breathe normally? Are you dizzy, perhaps? Aside from the back of my head hurting a bit, I think I'm fine. I suppose you are for now.
Thank goodness!
I heard you were attacked near Kunado. I rushed here because I was worried. Riku, is he alright? About that. Doma said he needs to speak with you. I will return for now, but be sure to come and see me tomorrow, just in case. About that, Doma needs to talk to you. But is Riku okay? Snape Daddy, tell me! You have awoken. I'm sorry to have caused you trouble. Judging by what Tsukuyomi said, I doubted he had anything good to say. We got attacked! It's not my fault, but we're apologizing? Look, all I'd hope is that Riku is safe. Doma, is Riku safe? What now? You and Riku will be put on trial tomorrow. Huh? Those with the power of Batsu vow in the name of Hiruko that they will never use their powers against the living. Those who break that vow are severely punished. Punished? Wait, you mean... Fortunately, he held back his power and there were no casualties. One of the perpetrators was apprehended by a soldier who had arrived on the scene. Riku went after the other, but apparently he escaped. Escaped. Maybe didn't. Is he safe? He isn't injured, is he? I understand why he used his power to try and save you. But that does not change the fact that he broke his vow. I'm asking you if he's safe! Rest assured he is alive and well. I cannot guarantee that will be the case after tomorrow. He started to use his power, but he didn't. That's like... Okay, there is like attempted murder. But like... It's kind of almost like charging someone with like, you were gonna attempt to murder me because there was like something sharp and stabby in your pocket that you could have killed me with. But I didn't even... Like, you were gonna kill me. It's a nail file. But it's sharp and pointy and you could have killed me with it. You could have stabbed me in the eye. You were gonna stab me in the eye. But I did... What? I mean, this is more like actually attempted murder. Just like, he didn't use his power on anyone. He's like, what? He didn't use... Whatever. So I guess it's a good thing we held back, but I'm going to trial. It would be like, I didn't see anything. It'd be like, you saw him use his power. I didn't see anything. The guy hit me on the back of the head. I thought he was going to punch him, and I just didn't want him to punch him, because he might break his fist. That's all it's... If you have anything to say, you can say it in front of Jigen and the others. But you know what I think is funny? We're going on trial and all this shit, but... Color ribbon. But, like, if Doma was actually a raging douche canoe, like you wanted to think from the very beginning, he would have turned us the fuck... She used Batsu on me! Do you see my hand? Instead, he's, like, hiding it, and he's like, huh? She has that power? I don't know. Like, he's actually been covering for our ass for the last, like, 8 years. Because we did that when we were, like, what, 10? So, like, I'm just saying. Poor Riku. I express my deepest apologies for having broken my vow. I will accept any punishment due to me. What is he talking about? He didn't use Batsu. They'd be like, what? And he'd be like, nah, he didn't do it. I was there. I saw nothing. But before I am sentenced, I wish to request one thing. What is it? I would like to be given some time before my punishment. Hey, you're gonna... Unless they're gonna kill you, you're gonna go be sent to Yomi, and then we could just marry. That's how you get... That's how you get out of your duties. You're gonna be punished, sent to go live in Yomi, and we're gonna be like, I can marry anyone, right? I pick Riku. Sweet! It's not exactly the happiest of endings, but like, hey, it works out. We both get what we want, I guess. Anyway, I would like to be given some time before my punishment. Why? I wish to resolve matters regarding this incident, so that I can bring an end to personal matters as well. Riku, He hadn't looked at me, not even once, since I entered the room and throughout the trial. But he possessed such a majestic demeanor that it was hard to imagine he was actually on trial. The thing is like, they kill people for having sex with people who aren't of their color classes. But, like, they ain't gonna kill you, Rigo. They're just gonna ship you off to Yomi. But, I mean, still, then you're not allowed to come back. So he's gonna be like, can I just wrap up some shit and then you can send me down there? It's fine. Like, you know, you can always write letters. I'll deliver them for you. I hear the perpetrator in custody is kept silent. However, I believe it is highly likely that they conspired to abduct her via fiacre. He's right. They were saying something about taking me away to someone. Probably Shura, so she could kill us. Or Jigen, because I don't trust him. He's nice, and he's given us no reason not to trust him and his ball shawl. But, like, there's just something. Like, look, Doma is, like, the character that you're like, he's not trustworthy, he's evil, and he's actually not a bad guy. Because he's never told anyone that we have Batsu and we used it on him. Where they could have axed us, right? He's like, didn't say a thing. And he's like, I think people should love whoever the fuck they want. I mean, sure, Jigen believes in that too, but like, I mean, Shura seems like the most logical candidate for like who was trying to fucking kill me, but, you know. In your face, bitch, if that was the case. Her or Sakio. Because, like, in your face, assholes, because your freaking golden boy over here is the one who saved me, and now you gotta send his ass up the river. Ah! That's what you didn't want to happen! I'm just saying, don't be shady assholes! Your plans. Did you ever watch Scooby-Doo? They always unmask the man in the mask. Always! Anyway. As expected, Lord Jigen and the others looked at one another in silence. I wish to capture the one who escaped and uncover who was behind the planned abduction. Is there a reason why it cannot be handled by someone else? I don't trust anyone else. Riku glanced at me for a moment. Ishananten is sacred ground where lying is forbidden. Therefore, I will say the honest truth. It's for personal reasons. Aw, he loves me. I wish to be the one to capture the person who tried to harm her. My heart ached. I mean, he didn't lie, but he also did not exactly say the truth. But it is the truth. But it's also like avoiding certain, you know, admissions. Couldn't let my emotions get the better of me here. We can, and we could kill everyone here and then do whatever we want. Look, I'm just saying! This is why life didn't give me magic powers. I'd be like, bing, 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 everybody's gone that I hate. What? You don't agree with me, Shura? Snap my fingers, bitch is dead. That's what you get. And if you piss me off, I'm going to take the sun away. That's why I don't have powers. I am sure the matter has reached the three of you here. I have developed an affection for her, and have sought as a man to deepen our relationship. Did you just admit you love me? This is not how I expected this to go. Riku, what are you saying? Everyone else is like, yeah, and we're like, what? He's like, everyone is fucking aware of it. Huh? I was not expecting this to be how he confesses, but okay. I turned to him with an incredulous look. I couldn't be any more surprised by what I just heard. I know, right? Which means I have committed another sin as well. But please, wait. We're only friends. Yes, we've spoken with each other, but nothing has been done beyond that. And then I have foolishly suffered unrequited feelings. It's clear she has done nothing wrong. Okay, but again, having feelings is different. We haven't kissed, we don't hold hands. You could be in love with whoever the fuck you want. But, you know what I mean? That's the thing. Okay, technically no, but... well, I guess the problem is... Because, like, Satsuki, right, is in love with Yogi. But they were talking to each other. They're allowed to fraternize, you know? We're allowed to talk. But it's they're talking and the people are like, they must be fucking. Let's turn them in! And then there's no proof, there's no nothing. It's just you were seen talking to someone. Like, it's getting to be that kind of police state, right? So technically, because of the way Shura operates, Riku's being like, I have feelings for her. She's like, what? We're just friends. And he's like, well, see? It's a sin for me to, like, be in love with her. But I can choose anyone I want, therefore anyone can be in love with me. But not Riku, because, he's the special exception. Like, kinda, sorta, because you have to wait till you're 30. So, yes, I have to wait till I'm 30 and I have to remain pure, but it doesn't mean I can't be, like, over there being like, I wish. But they're basically telling him, you had those thoughts in your head. Death. I had thoughts! I didn't act on... Oh my god, this place gets worse the more you read about it. Jesus. Anyway. He calmly made a statement to Lord Jigen and the others. Well, and honestly, though, no, actually, Riku, I love you too, but I did nothing wrong because I'm allowed to love whoever the fuck I want, because I'm the special. He can't love anybody, basically. What is he saying? I thought we were just friends. He said that himself. I love the fact that now she's getting... Wait, what, you mean everybody knew? And everyone's like, oh, it's about fucking time, Jesus. He's gonna end up down in fucking Yomi. It's fine. Regardless, as I mentioned earlier, I intend to discover the mastermind who attempted to abduct her. I humbly beseech you. Honestly, it's okay if they don't let him because Akaza and Cordoba will find it. But then he's gonna be... You know what I mean? It would kind of take away from his route a little bit. It would take some of his thunder. Riku, I understand how you feel, but as Jigen said, the matter should be handled by someone else. And I feel like, because she doesn't like me, if this were anything else, and if he were like, no, because, like, I don't believe that people should attack other people, she'd be like, or if it was saving her ass, right? She'd be like, oh, we should let him find them, but because it's me and she hates me, and he fully admitted I kind of love her, she's like, die. I feel like all love she had for him, like, oh, he's gonna take over for me, and he's so wonderful and amazing, is like, you did what now? She just cut the cord. But that will not ease my mind. Or maybe she still actually cares, and maybe she does have legit... I don't know, I'm curious. If she I could see her totally cutting the ties and being... Because she's so cold. But also I could see her being like, I had so much faith in you that I would just let you get away with murder, literally, because, I could see her kind of going either way with him, but I wouldn't be surprised if she totally cut the cord and was like, no, kill him! Just because he dared oppose her. Of course, I have no intention of being acquitted. I, Riku, will relinquish my standing in the blue and exile myself to Yomi. Yay! Then she's like, yay! What? No, then we could be together, right? Right? Awesome. This might actually be the best ending. Like, I mean, we're getting the good ending. Well, we're getting whatever the game considers the good ending, right? But we don't know. We don't know. The game could bitch slap me in the face, but... With that, he tore the color ribbon from his uniform and laid it quietly on the floor beside him. Riku! What are you doing, Riku? Are you trying to threaten me? I am not threatening anyone, and my intention is not to bring shame upon my family or color class. I merely wish to take responsibility for my crimes. And... Riku paused for a moment, looking at me and elder sister a number of times. I believe Yomi is beckoning me to join those living there. Riku! Have you lost your mind? Yomi is beckoning you? What in the world are you saying? Because he loves us so much. But also, I think he also thinks all the shit that he's been told is wrong, but he just doesn't know how to, We know, from the things that he's been like, yes, this is, I am of the blue, and I have to have blue children. And you know that there's always been those moments when you said things like that. You're like, yeah, you say it, but I don't think you believe what you're saying because that's what you've been told, but you don't like it. And you don't want, you know what I mean? Like, you want to break free of those chains. You do. And he fights so hard against it. But now that he's in this situation, he's like, nah, fuck it, man. Going down there and have a grand old time. Like... It's not the hellscape people expect it to be. Sure, you can't get to see the sun, but like, whatevs. Riku, do you understand how foolish and selfish you're being? You're destined to be the next leader of the blue. So you're just gonna excuse me for almost killing someone? And yet, you've betrayed my trust and the trust of our people. I understand that fully. However, while I apologize for my actions, I do not have any regrets. He'll get a special pass to be able to come to the surface to do funerals. You know it, so. Rather, I'm glad. What do you mean? I couldn't possibly take over as leader of the Blue with these doubts in my mind. Doubts? They are the signs of a mind at work. It is a natural part of growing up. I love the fact that Jigen and Doma are like, nah, dude, like, change is good. And Shura's like, no! Besides, a man who cannot protect the woman he loves will not be able to lead and protect his people. She's like, huh? I feel like, there was no words for her, but I feel like, it was like, ah! Pain gasp. You certainly have a point. I have to sneeze, hold on. It only came out like half a sneeze. You know, like when you sneeze, but you're like, oh, that wasn't satisfying. Anyway. This is no laughing matter, Jigen! We must take proper measures against this grave situation! Proper measures, you say? Doma, well, what about you? My body grew tense the moment Lord Jigen looked at Doma. Considering that he hated me, there was no telling what he would say. But he doesn't hate you! You think he does, and you think he's this evil asshole, but he's actually, like... He's the wild card over here.
You okay? You tried to fly, but you good? You right? Okay.
It is true Riku broke his vow, and it's also true that it's nearly impossible to execute him. Without him, the Tamagome rituals will be few. And Lord Hiroko would not be pleased to see his shrine gate neglected of new show. Furthermore, we cannot execute the last remaining white known to us. Without her, the life of the sun may end, leading to our demise. I feel like he's just throwing some logic out there, but he's like, no, we can't kill her. Also, what did I do wrong? I'm on trial here, but why? Nobody saw me use my power. I didn't use my power. So why am I on trial? Nobody saw me do any, she was like tempted, but she pulled herself back. So Riku had that moment where he was about to do it and we screamed at him, right? Nothing happened with us. We were like, I'm gonna kill him. No, don't do it. Right? And I was being attacked and kidnapped. Right? Riku came to save me. I got beamed on the head. Nobody saw me try to use my Batsu. Nobody knows that I have that power. Except for Doma, right? So they can't put me on trial for that. So what are they putting me on trial for? Because Riku has feelings for me? That's kind of fucked up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, even though I'm in love with him, I can be in love with whoever the fuck I want. And yes, I want Riku to be my husband, but he can't be. Okay, well, but that means I can't talk to... What the fuck is wrong with this society? Are you in love with him? Yeah. Death to you. You can't have him. Okay, but you told me I could pick anyone. Anyone but half the people on this frickin' island. Except for this one guy. Okay, well, I'm in love with him, but I'll find someone else. You know what? You talked to him, though. And now that I know you're in love with him because you talked to him, I think that means that you fucked him. So, like, we're gonna have to kill you now. What? What? What the? No! Chica! Ah! Turn them all to Batsu! I am the rage that lives inside her because this makes me so mad. There was no logic to this. Everyone's gonna look at Doma and be like, we weren't actually gonna execute. What did she do wrong? And Doma's like, I mean, what? Like, what did I do wrong? Why am I on trial? This seriously... This is shady as fuck. There's no reason for me to be on trial when someone was trying to kidnap me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to be brought there because, like, you're a witness and what happened. But, like, no, it's like, we're gonna put you on trial because Riku almost used his Batsu and he's in love with you. And, like, you might like him. I'm allowed to love anybody I want, right? Yeah. So why am I on trial? Shut up! No logic here! Fucking logic doesn't suffice here. Like, what the fuck? It makes me mad because I want a reasonable explanation to why I am on trial for almost being kidnapped. Seriously? These are the fucker... Look, this goddamn island and these other fuckers are the ones who would put a woman on trial that, like, legit. There's gonna come a point where we are gonna be assaulted and they're gonna be like, well, I mean, you let it I let it what? What were you wearing? Oh my god! Spacey rage! Again, this is why the universe didn't give me magical powers, because every single one of them would be turned into a crystal for pissing me the fuck off. That is bullshit! You're a crystal, and you're a crystal, you're all fucking crystals! But seriously, I want a logical explanation for why the fuck I'm on trial, because none of it makes any sense. You told me I can marry anyone I want. Uh-huh. And nothing happened, but you're just again. And two people here are the ones who are like, people should be, like, allowed to marry whoever they want. And Doma's over here like, well, we can't execute her. Excuse me? That shouldn't even be on the table! I feel like Doma's just saying that to fucking, because he's like, I don't like you, but, like... I do, but I don't. But I'm still a dick, and I have to maintain my dick persona, so... I'm gonna say it just to fuck with us. Anyway. But, again, but also, he could also be saying this because... Sure, we should execute her because she's in love with Riku. And then he's like, did you want the sun to fucking disappear, bitch? You can't. You can send me to Yomi, whatevs. Riku is among the most powerful of the blue. His involvement in the military suggests he is of good health. He would be a worthy candidate to mate with our white maiden. Is Doma wingmanning us right now? Wait a minute. I was very confused by what you were doing, Doma, but now I feel like he's wingman. He's like, she's into him, and I got this. Everyone else has been like, how do we do it? And Doma's like, I got this. So you're going to kidnap her when Riku's nearby, and then he's going to use his... And it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Doma, are you God? This is also the... Wait, what? Riku's in love with me and Doma's wingmanning me? Huh. Riku and I were like, wait. That came out of... I was wrong. Doma, you being like, I'm totally against executing people for falling in love. Huh? I thought that was the most surprising thing you were ever going to say. It's still more surprising than this, but this is up there with surprising shit Doma says. I don't think people should be murdered for loving who they want to love. Huh? We shouldn't kill her, because then we might not have a son, despite the fact that he made a machine or whatever, so, you know, we could survive without me. But he's like, no, we really can't. That would be silly. Huh? You know, I'm just saying, maybe we should force these two to get married, and then, like, yeah, wingmanning us. What? Doma's the best wingman. Like, the best. Because it came out of fucking nowhere. I was not expecting that at all. Nobody was. Girl, nobody was. Riku and I stared at Doma, completely stunned. As I recall, Riku was unable to take a wife until he's 30 years old. I do not say this to dismiss the traditions of the blue, but was the preservation of the white not our highest priority? Also, he's now technically done bad things, so, like, this is your punishment. You have to marry her. But I told you I'm in love with her. That's not... Shut up! Doma's like, shut up! Based on color class and age, I believe either Akaza of the red or Riku of the blue would be worthy. Worthy seems a bit outrageous, considering it's only me. He isn't defending us for our sake. I mean, no, but also I feel like underlying he's like, this is like the best outcome, but it's gonna make everybody happy too. See, just Doma being diplomatic over all he's worried about is my white blood. You think that? But I actually think Doma gives a shit. Oh my god, is Doma our real dad? Oh my god, wouldn't that be fucking weird? That would be weird! The men that come to the island don't remember. You know what I mean? Oh my god! I thought Tsukuyomi was our dad, but if Doma is I thought Tsukuyomi was our real dad / could have been our actual grandpa. We don't know. Because he's like, he hasn't aged in 40 years. But then, like, Doma could have been our actual dad. Maybe that's why he took me in. Maybe he somehow knows, but he oh my god. That would be fucking amazing! It would not be, because then I'd have the hots for my dad, which is just creepy. Wrong and gross. But, like, oh my god, I would die laughing. She's like, Doma hates me. He doesn't. He just doesn't know how to human, and he's being a dad in the weirdest way possible. I mean, he's kind of like our stepdad, or like our adopted dad, so like whatever, but it's still, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god! That would be the most surprising thing to come out of this game, and I would die. Because that's so great. Anyway. Well, there's my theory. It's either him or Tsukiyomi. Our dad is not going to be a mysterious character. It's going to be one of these two. Because I don't think it would be Sakio. Because, you know, he's like the next person that's older that could be our dad, and I don't think it would be him. You know, but anyway. The law states that the women of Tenyo Island can choose any man from any color class on Tengu Island. As absurd as it sounds, it's still the law. By whom and for what purpose, I'm uncertain. I feel like he's throwing this out there because everyone, like, expecting him to be a cold-hearted asshole. Like, Dome is kind of a cold dick. So if he was like, come on, just let the kids be together. If they'd be like, wait, what? And he's like, I mean, this is stupid, but God, it is the law. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You cannot convince me he is not wingmanning us just because he actually wants to see us happy. He just doesn't know how to express it properly. And, like, he can't let down the Snape facade. Like, I do recall there was such a law. It slipped my mind as we've not had a woman of the white on this island search for her mate. I felt a bead of sweat roll down my back. Why are they talking about me now? This trial was supposed to be in condemning Riku for using Batsu. But now Lord Jigen and the others were looking straight at me. Yeah, like, shut up. Doma's getting you what you want, girl. Furthermore, it is said the women of Tenyo Island can employ the power of Batsu. He's like, it is said. Notice? He didn't say they can. He just said it's said. What? Riku turned, looking at me in disbelief. I quickly averted my eyes from his. Her own facility with Batsu is yet to be determined. But if she does have the power within her, there's a high chance she can bear a child to Riku with powers even greater than theirs. He's so wingmanning us. He is so helping us here. You cannot convince me that he's doing this for, like, the magic of Batsu and the island and preserving the white. He is like, they want to be together and we got to find a way, man. Everybody else has been like, how do we get these two? And he is like, I got this. I roll up my sleeves, but then I got a fugly hand. I can't do that, but he's metaphorically rolling his sleeves. And the island would surely benefit from their offspring. What? That... Ugh! Like, she can't figure it out now? Can't believe he's revealing such a thing. So, he does hate me after all. Girl! Stop being an idiot! Do you know? Oh my god. Okay, look, this is the part that's gonna piss me off. Every other part where she's being kind of naive and dumb, it's like, I get it. Because you're like, he doesn't really love me. Girl, yes, he does, but it's because you're an outsider. Right now, why is he said they are said to have the power. He's not saying you do. He's not admitting what you did. He's like, hey, I've heard this rumor. Not stating it's a fact. He is helping you, and you are like, he hates me. Girl, he is getting you the man of your dreams. Stop it. Stop it. Let Daddy Doma talk, girl. Sit down and shut up. Let your daddy take care of this shit. Of course, he has good reason. Oh, I'm sure he's not thrilled with you. But he does care in his weird, standoffish kind of way. Nothing will ever bring back his left hand. But I can't believe he's saying all this in front of Riku. I know it's selfish of me, but I didn't want Riku, of all people, to know my secret. My heart couldn't take it anymore, and tears sprang to my eyes. What should I say? Girl, don't say anything, you're an idiot. I wiped away tears with my finger when... Young maiden of the white. Yes? Who do you wish to take as your husband? Jigen! Do not be alarmed, Shura. We're merely following the laws of this island that you admire. Ugh! Huh? Who do I want as my husband? What is this trial about? Will Riku and I be sentenced depending on my answer? What is your response? Riku's earlier testimony revealed his feelings for you. Well, I slowly looked at Riku and noticed he was just as tense as I was now. I mean, girl, admit it. What's going on? Why am I being asked that question? Why am I on trial? Is what I say going to affect his sentence? Just admit it. There's still the subject of Batsu to discuss. Before I knew it, my whole body was trembling with nervousness and fear. And Doma's looking at you like, just fucking say it. have no idea what elder sister and Doma will say. The only person on my side here is Lord Jigen, which is funny because no, Doma's actually on your side too. Okay. I feel like with Doma, maybe, like you have Jigen who seems to be on your side. Shura is definitely not on your side. Okay, like, but Doma's kind of like that middle where, like, he may not like you necessarily, but I think he kind of cares. Why does he care about you? Because he only cares about preserving the white bloodline and whatever? Or does he actually care because he cares about you as a person? He's kind of that middle ground where you're not exactly sure, but like right now, he is doing you a fucking favor by putting out this logical argument to these two people. Like, I mean, like, if the people of the white have Batsu, then like their kids would probably have it, and that would be good for everybody because you need to have the power of Batsu, right? And that would be kind of awesome. And then we're preserving the white bloodline, and Riku's kind of in love with her, and like, I mean, he's on trial, so like we can't like kill him or anything. So like, I mean, this will work out for everybody, right? And he's more presenting it like it will work out for us, even though this is exactly what we want. It's gonna work out for everybody. So like, she's like so dumb for not realizing he's kind of on your side right now. Like, Lord Jigen's the only one on my side. I don't know about it. I feel like Doma's like the most, he's on there like, he's in a goddamn cheerleader skirt doing splits over there with his pom-poms. Okay? Like, also, I don't want to lie to him. One of the very few people I actually respect. You're gonna learn to respect Doma, goddammit. My stomach was in knots. Fear seemed to paralyze me where I stood. If it could be allowed, I would like to take Riku as my husband. And Riku's like, huh? You love me too? God, of course, idiot. Olympia! But please don't penalize him for it. I fell in love with him completely on my own. He made it clear to me that we're only friends. If someone should be penalized, it's me. I'll accept full responsibility. Riku's done nothing wrong. He's avoided me and told me we can't be together and we're just friends. You have misunderstood, Maiden of Light. Huh? If Riku desires the same, so be it. Lord Jigen, both of you are renowned dancers. I think Lord Hiriko would be pleased to see you two bear children. I get Riku here. This is an awkward conversation now. It's like, can we be allowed to get married? Sure, it'd be great if you had kids. Okay, could we just, like, not go there? Lord Jigen was smiling gently as usual. At the very least, I could tell he wasn't trying to bring any harm to us. I mean, I don't know. He seems so nice, and he seems 100% like he's on your side, which makes me suspicious. But we go through this whole game, and it could be like, nope, he's really been on our side the whole time. Absolutely in our corner. I don't know. Because look at Doma. You were like, no, Doma's like going to be an antagonist, and he's going to like be a thorn in my side the whole time, and he is like fucking wingmanning you. He's hid the Batsu secret and didn't tell people. He's actually tried to help you, and he's like totally like people should fall in love with who they want to fall in love with. He is like the fucking wild card. He came out of nowhere with this shit. So like if Jigen turned around and was like stabs you, I'd be like, well, you know what? Not the most surprising wild card in this game. Like I would expect it almost. I do not expect some of the wholesome shit that comes out of Doma. The game. The man is a surprise and a half. Shit. We're at a surprise party, and he is still pulling surprises out of his goddamn hat. Should I be happy, or should I be unhappy? You should be happy. Though I am certainly concerned about those who have targeted you. For what purposes did they seek to acquire a Maiden of the White before she was wed? For the time being, should we not suspend judgment and seek out the guilty party? I agree. If that is what you two believe. I think she's the guilty party. And I think she wanted us kidnapped, because then if we were kidnapped and raped, then it would be like, oh, she's not pure anymore, oh, whatever, and then, like, she was gonna sell us to someone and be like, well, she had sex with him, so obviously that's her husband, and, like, whatever, because she knew we were in love with Riku. I don't trust her. I'm not 100% sure I trust Jigen, to be honest, just because he seems so goddamn nice, so I'm concerned about it. But I definitely don't trust this bitch. I 100% don't trust her. I'm like 50-50 with Jigen, because it's like, he seems really nice and I want to trust him, but you know what happens when you trust the people that seem really nice in games. The game bitch slaps you in the face and they stab you in the back, so... And Doma, I'm over there like, you know, I'm like 90% in trusting you, so when you actually try to kill me, I'll be like, I shouldn't be surprised, but I kind of am. Not gonna lie. Anyway. But yeah. Oh, so we finally got our love confession, and we're gonna leave it here, because I rambled way too much in this part, so sorry. Screw us all, because I'm not recording the next part after this. So you have to wait, I have to wait, but then we'll find out. We'll have a moment with our boyfriend. Finally, our love confession. It's interesting, because we've got so many chapters. We've got like 5 or 6 chapters left to go, so... Interesting. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.